Couldn't ask for better weather on September 10th, this Thursday afternoon. Matinee baseball at Safeco Field as we welcome you inside with the Kings Court in session. Felix Hernandez on the mound to be opposed by Derek Holland as the Mariners and the Rangers wrap up this series. Mariners trying to gain a split. Good to have you with us, everybody. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and Root Sports crew. This gorgeous, gorgeous day here in Seattle. Take a look at the Texas Ranger lineup. They're only 2 games out of first place in the American League West. That'll face Felix Hernandez.
For Ranger manager Jeff Bannister leading things off. The former Padre, it'll be Will Venable out in center field leading off Chu. Really having a nice second half average up to 253 now. Prince Fielder, 309 batting average for the DH. And then the cleanup hitter, Adrian Beltre. You can see what he's done against Felix in his career. 268 batting average. Always fun to watch these two good friends battle it out. Beltre, the cleanup hitter. Moreland, the first baseman. Odor, want to keep him off the bases. Along with Andrews, a lot of speed. They're towards the bottom of the lineup. Gallo with a home run in this series. And Bobby Wilson will do the catching and round out the 9 for the Rangers. And for Felix Hernandez, looking for his 17th win on the year, 3.65 ERA. Also would like to get to 200 innings, 200 strikeouts. So he's going to go hard here this last month of the season. And opponents hitting just 244 off of the King. Take a look at the defense for the Mariners. Mark Trumbo, hot hitter. He's going to get started in left field. O'Malley out in center, and Seth Smith in right. Kyle Seager, the third baseman. Marte and Cano playing up the middle. Jesus Montero getting the start at first base. And Jesus Sucre will do the catching.
Cubs' Jake Arrieta leads the major leagues with 18 wins. Felix trying to join Dallas Keuchel as his 17-game winner. That would be the most in the American League. You want your horse to go at least 200 innings every year. And filling that bill is Mr. Hernandez. Active streak of 6 in great company. Seaver Clemens and the big train, Walter Johnson. We are set for baseball. Blue sky, green grass here in Seattle. There's Kings Court. Smaller contingent here than usual. A lot of people working. School's back in session. These folks showed up. Ready to rock and roll here at Safeco Field. Beautiful day to be in the sunshine, too.
Down on the field yesterday, I asked Lloyd McClellan, Carson Smith, Tom Wilhelmsen, both in good shape. We saw Carson last night, and they said we have a lot of kids out there too. Got to find a way to get to them. Well, I think he'd like to see Felix 7 innings today, turn it over to Carson, then Tom Wilhelmsen close this thing out and even up the series.
Strike 1 to Will Venable to get us going. Well, 4 for 22 against Felix. Haven't faced him many times. And those tight, taut matchups against the hated rivals, the San Diego Padres. There's one of your keys right there. Off-speed pitch, a curveball.
The curveball, I think we'll see it quite a bit today.
69 degrees, wind blowing a little bit left to right. Put it in play to Tel Marte. 1 out.
Talk a lot about Felix and his changeup for good reason. It's one of the best pitches in the game. But if you look at his pitch usage this year, it's almost even with his curveball overall. You can see the changeup at 29%, but his curveball is up to 22% on the year. Occasional slider from him. So he's done a nice job of mixing his curveball. And then when he first broke into the big leagues, he was basically a fastball curveball pitcher. Then he found the great changeup, Dave, and we watched him go probably a couple, 2 or 3 years where it was basically fastball changeup.
Absolutely.
So it's been great to see the curveball back in there.
He's going to want to be careful with Mr. Chu here. Off to 221 start in the first half, second half of the season hitting at 314.
.250 hitter against Felix in his career with a home run.
Two-0 pitch. Bounces it to Cano. Montero at first. Takes the toss. 2 away. Got some good seats out there. Bob Uecker would be envious.
Nice day to sit out in a pen, watch a ball game.
Speaking of Milwaukee, we play the National League Central next year. They'll be here August 19, 20, and 21. Hopefully we'll see the Hall of Famer Bob Uecker. We'll have to get him to sit down and repeat some of the stories he told us years ago about his times on the Tonight Show that he told us spring training a few years ago, and we were rolling. Prince Fielder, 2 for 20 career against Felix. He's ahead on 2. Fielder 1 for 4 last night. 1 for 4 on Tuesday and 0 for 2 on Monday. Fielder's 7th in batting in the American League at .309, having a great year. Fifth in hits with 160. Shift on against him. 1-2 pitch outside. Felix, a career mark of 15 and 21, 3.88 ERA against these Rangers. Full count. Beltre's on deck. Gotta love the fervor. Here's a 3-2. Breaking ball missed.
You'll see Felix all the time when he gets into hitters counts. He won't necessarily give in to them. Sometimes he will try to run his fastball off the outside corner, but more times than not, you'll see the changeup missing with that curveball. It's one of the things that makes him great. Doesn't have to give in to the hitters, and rarely does.
Right. Well, 2 the best friends, but 2 of the top competitors you ever want to see, and they're going to go hard against each other. Strike 1. It's Adrian Beltre.
Starting him with a slider. First few years, Adrian was getting the better of Felix. His average was up around 350 off of him, but Felix doing a much better job lately, getting it down to 268 we just showed you.
Adrian 1 for 13 on this series. Two out, 1 on. Not holding Fielder on at first. Stand in the yard as they scream at each other. And Trumbo making the catch. And that will do it. Good first inning for Felix Hernandez and the Mariners. Mariners coming to bat. Derek Holland got some good numbers. 3-1, a 2.57 ERA. Pitched well here at Safeco Field, undefeated. 3-0 with a 1.39. Here's the lineup Bill Face.
Today's starting lineups brought to you by Chevron. Marte going to lead things off. Kyle Seager 4-for-4 last night with a home run. He's going to hit second. Cruz back in the lineup, the DH hitting third. Cano, your cleanup hitter. Mark Trumbo last night 4-for-4, a 2-run home run, 3 RBIs, and he has 5 home runs off of Holland. Smith, Montero, Sucre, and O'Malley round out the 9 for the Mariners.
First pitch from Holland to Ketel Marte. Ball 1. Oh for 3 night for Marte last evening. Struck out 3 times, walked and scored. Goes foul.
I think last night was the first night where we saw him struggle a little bit at the plate.
Yep.
You mentioned the 3 strikeouts. He still walked and scored. He always seems to get on base a couple times a night, but last night had a tough time.
Nasty pitch, 1-2. Good bite to it.
Holland has a good fastball. His fastball will average around 93 miles an hour. You see him at 95 at times. A slider, you just saw the curveball. He'll also throw a changeup.
2-2. Home plate umpire Bruce Dreckman. Alfonso Marquez at first. Tom Hallion at second, and Dan Bellino at third. Marte doing the job of a leadoff man. He's worked a deep count at 3-2.
Look at the start of games. He's been real consistent with that for the Mariners.
3-2. Bounces it to Andrews. Throws him out.
Take a look at the rest of the defense for the Rangers. Gallo getting the start in left field. Venable in center. Chu, strong throwing arm out and right. The Gold Glover, Adrian Beltre in third. Andrews and Odor playing up the middle. Mitch Moreland getting the start at first base, and Bobby Wilson will do the catching. And for Holland on the year, 3-1 record again on the DL most of the year. A 2.37 ERA in 30 and 30. Has 25 strikeouts, only 3 walks this year. Opponent's hitting .211. He's given up 5 home runs.
Had a major shoulder strain in his left shoulder as he threw his final warm-up for the home opener against Houston back on the 10th of April. Here's Kyle Seager. What a day Seager had.
Man, what a job he's done against left-handed pitching. This home run off the lefty last night for Kyle, his 23rd home run, and his 11th home run off a left-handed pitcher.
A 12-game hitting streak working. Popped up. Beltre makes the catch. But Holland throws the final pitch, final warm-up pitch back against Houston April 10th, and boy, smothered that, didn't he? And that's why I wanted to make sure. Left fielder, third baseman, shortstop, center fielder on occasion going to have some issues today. The boomstick is back. DHing today, Nelson Cruz.
I think it'll be interesting to watch Nelson today. Again, coming off that quad injury, always runs the bases hard. He has good speed for a big man, but I think today, let's go station to station, keep his bat in the lineup.
Here, here. Swing back last Wednesday. It's the last time we saw him. That went off the mask at the catcher, Bobby Wilson.
Holland's best fastball so far, 95 miles an hour.
Word is Stephen Vogt recovering from the shot he took back in Oakland when we were there a few days ago, so that's good news. 1-2. So Holland, after the opener against Houston, he had to shut it down. He had been healthy late in spring. He didn't get back in action until August 19th. Up the middle, and welcome back, Nelson Cruz. Cruz with hit number 159 started the day tied for 7th in hits in the American League.
You can see he started out of the box and then he thought about it.
He wants to play.
A good idea. As soon as he hit it, came out of the box. Pretty hard those first couple of steps and then shut it down.
Sure, Chris Woodward was given a needle on that very same topic as Robinson Cruz. Because we'll try that again. Robinson Cano steps in. And the other way. Stay fair. Stay fair. It does. Into the corner. Cruz will ease to third. And Cano limps into second. So both of these guys gamers, and they come up with back-to-back base hits. Double for Cano is 33rd.
And we'll take a look at it. Gets a fastball. Probably middle away and hits it down into the corner.
Cano, a 387 hitter against Derek Holland.
And you can see Nelson Cruz taking it easy. It's something that Lloyd wanted him to do, to put him in the lineup, so that you're going to have to take it easy on the bases, and he's done that. This is one of the guys that you want to see at the plate right now. Trumbo in his career, 293 with 5 home runs off of Holland.
With that base hit, Cano's now 12 hits shy of 2,000. Hit number 1,988. Chance for some early damage here. Down the line, and there it is. Cruz will score. So will Cano. Ball sticks. Ball's in play. Cano can keep running. Will he? He'll stop there. A 2-run double. 2-0 Mariners. And now the ball gets away, and Trumbo gets the third. A lot of good things happening here for the Mariners in the first inning.
Well, Mark Trumbo, he was 4 for 4 last night with a home run, and starts off this game with a double down the right field line. Will pick up a couple of RBIs again. Has had really good success against Holland in his career. And a great start for the Mariners.
Ball sticks under there. Shoot dug it out, and then the ball gets away. As we look at Seth Smith, he's looking to break an 0 for 8. Chance to pick up another run. Error on Chu. Getting the ball in. Allowed Trumbo to get to third. Smitty. Holland out of Newark, Ohio.
Seth Smith just 4 at bats against Holland, a couple of hits.
28-year-old left-hander deals 2-1. That's a fair ball, and Smith is out. Tag applied by Bobby Wilson, but some work done by the Mariners as they get 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and a man left. 2-0 Mariners as we go to the second. Seth Smith swings a bat, he's going to want more for his money. Look what happened here. Behind the plate, top spins ahead onto the plate. It's a live ball. Bobby Wilson gets all over it. And it comes to a stop. That's a tough at-bat, isn't it?
That is a tough at-bat.
Man, oh man.
Seth knows it, just turns around and walks back to the dugout.
2-0 lead for Felix. Here's Mitch Moreland. Strike one. It's 7 for 38 with a home run against Felix. There are his numbers in the series. Oh, what a hop. Oh, my goodness. And Moreland, a bad hop double. Boy, Montero was in great shape, and it just a wicked hop.
And you'll take a look at it in our last Airline Supermo, the swing by Moreland. Hits it firm down towards first, but watch this hop as it hits the ground and comes straight up.
He's in great shape, and then look out.
Oh, he was looking to block it, doing everything that he can to keep it in front of him. Just a bad hop. Fortunately, he was able to move his head out of the way.
Second hit of the series for Moreland. His first hit, a home run on Tuesday night in the 9-6 Texas win. Strike one to Rougned Odor, second baseman. First Texas hit.
Kyle Seager playing in at third. Good speed from Odor.
To Rougned Odor. Swing and a miss. Sucre checks the runner, throws to first, and that's Felix's first strikeout. Okay, 2-3. Time now for CenturyLink. What's next? Second time this season we see the Colorado Rockies. Chad Bettis against Iwakuma. Johan Flande against Roena Solis. Kyle Kendrick, one-time Philly, goes against a pitcher to be named. And we'll probably find out who that person is sometime tomorrow. One out, one on. Here's Andrus. He's got 13 RBIs against Felix, most on the Texas Ball Club. 301 hitter against Felix.
The Rangers this year hitting .241 as a team with runners in scoring position.
Good catch, 1-1. Moreland, he's out at second with one out. Oh, 2 strikes. Rangers start today. Second place in the West. 2 games behind Houston. And they've got a game-and-a-half lead on Minnesota. Right now, the Yankees and Texas hold the 2 wild card spots. Kings Court looking for strikeout number 2 for Felix. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Felix picking up the 2 strikes on his changeup. Missed with the curveball. 25 pitches, 15 strikes so far for Felix. 7 batters faced, 5 first pitch strikes.
Two pitch. Hit to Marte. Holds the runner. 2 outs. Marte has really been special. It's shortstop. Got bring up Joey Gallo. Long home run, 8th inning, Tuesday night in a 9-6 win. Gallo, in his limited time in the big leagues, been an all-or-nothing guy. He's hitting .212, 6 homers. He struck out 51 times in 30 games. Felix ahead. Houston won last night. Texas lost, hence the 2-game lead for the Astros. Pitch to Gallo up high, 1-2. Another game in progress. Colorado, San Diego, 1-0 Colorado, middle of the 2nd inning. Arenado with a home run.
Not surprised to see the high fastball from Felix Gallo, a low ball hitter.
One-two pitch. And home run by Nolan Arenado, his 38th home run. And he had a nice run last week. Homers in 6 consecutive ball games. Mariners took 2 out of 3 from Colorado early August. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Counts run full. Two outs, runner at second, a 2-0 lead for the Mariners. Long look by Felix into Sucre. He's ready. 3-2 to Gallo. And ball 4 gets away. Moreland will move to third as Gallo takes first on the walk. A walk and a wild pitch.
And it looks like the slider from Felix. That's his curveball. Hard-breaking curveball, 83 miles an hour.
Brings up Bobby Wilson. Catcher with runners at the corners and 2 outs.
Bobby Wilson, 111 at bats on the year, hitting just 189.
Opened the season with the Tampa Bay Rays, and previously seen him with the Angels. Started with a bad hop double down the right field line off the bat of Mitch Moreland. Strikeout, ground out, walk, and a wild pitch. There's runners at the corners with 2 down. Now ball to Marte. It'll go to Cano short way, and that'll do it. A couple of runners stranded here in the 2nd. Mariners and the King lead at 2-0. gorgeous or what? Hey, when you head to Safeco Field this Sunday, not only take a trip to the ballpark, you'll take a trip around the bases. That's because following the game, all kids, you're invited to circle the diamond, courtesy of Key Bank. It's your last opportunity this season. Just get your tickets right now at Mariners.com. Maybe we'll see this little guy get a chance to the old circuit. Breaking ball to Montero as he leads off here in the home second. Wind picking up a little bit coming in from left field. Off of Beltre's chest, stays with it, throws him out, one down. Jesus hit it hard.
Good example of the hot corner. See Beltre just putting his body in front of it and then stays with it. That's all he's trying to do right there, knock it down.
Comes out of that pirouette really well, doesn't he?
Very well. He's such a good athlete for a big man, and he has a strong throwing arm. Sometimes at third, that's all you can do. Put your chest in front of it.
Well, those good days on the bench, Mike, pay off.
Sometimes. Not sure what that'll do for your face, but.
There's hockey mask available. 3-0 to Sucre. He's 1 for 2 against Holland. John O'Malley on deck. A walk to Sucre. 1 out. First walk issued by Holland. Make sure you stick around after the game. Mariners post game comes your way, presented by Delta Airlines. Angie Mentink, Bill Kruger and company, Jen Mueller. All the post game reacts to the finale of this series. We'll see the Rangers one more time the next weekend down there for 3. Here's Sean O'Malley, 7 for 14 since his call-up, plus 7 walks. He knows his way around the bases. His early Mariner tenure.
That walk to Sucre, a rare one. Just the 4th walk of the season for Holland. Bobby Wilson going to have a chat out at the mound. The left-hander. Speaking of left-handers, happy birthday to Randy Johnson.
Here, here, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, 130 wins with the Mariners, 303 career wins overall. Hall of Famer.
"52 years old for Mr. Johnson." Here's Odor. I get the front end. That's it. Randy Johnson. Major contributions to what you're looking at right there.
Well said. Curtis Wilson was telling me that one of his teammates at USC was Jack Del Rio.
Yeah.
Now the coach of the Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a catcher at USC.
Jack had a great career as a linebacker at SC and many years with the Vikings. Matter of fact, I'm trying to, in high school, Don Wakamatsu and Jack Del Rio were teammates.
They split the catching duties.
Both of them, I think, were the 2 alpha male studs on that club. O'Malley 2 for 2 in base stealing since being called up. He's not bashful about taking a lead. Oh, 1 to Marte. Center field, backing up is Venable. The Mariners are gone in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Third inning, straight ahead, 2-0 Mariners. In this 4-game series. Time now for a Geico. This date in MLB history. Let's take you all the way back to 1881. 5 years and nearly 5 months after the first Major League game was played, Roger Connor of the Troy Trojans hit the first Major League Grand Slam. It came off of Worcester's Lee Richmond in the bottom of the 9th. And his team trailing by 3 runs. An 8-7 final, and Connor was eventually inducted into the Hall of Fame. Here's the Kings Court from high above, from the landing up top. Zooming in on a fervent crowd here. Good bunt, Felix. Scoop, just got it out. And get Venable.
Bit of trouble on the transfer. Plenty of time. You see Felix and Cano having a conversation after the play, and I'm sure Cano was wondering what was going on with the bobble.
Probably off to a good start with a double in his first at bat. There's Chu. Grounded out to Cano. Strike 1. Felix ahead 0-2. He's got 1 strikeout and 2 walks thus far. There's the 0-2 pitch. He did go. Punched out by Dan Bellino. Second strikeout of the ball game for Felix. 2 down here in the 3rd.
Just a good fastball above the belt, right in on his hands, and it was on the inside corner. Dan Bellino giving a little leg kick with that punch out down at 3rd.
Well, he's been around Tom Halley, the crew chief, over at second base.
I like it. A little flair in your game.
Absolutely.
Mariners have the shift on with Prince Fielder hitting.
Probably does that when he makes those 15-foot putts.
Fielder walked in his first at bat.
Hanging up in the air for O'Malley. Nice clean inning for Felix. He fields the bunt cleanly. Strike out and a fly out. Not bad. Good economy of pitches. 2-0 Mariners. This is brought to you by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. As you look at the Seattle Tennis Club, Lake Washington. Looking forward to Serena Williams in the semifinals tomorrow, the U.S. Open in New York, as she goes for the calendar slam. There's Seager fouling one off. Seager, Cruz, and Cano, the big boys, 2, 3, and 4. Trumbo right behind them here in the third inning. One. Updated hitting streaks. Great numbers, both of these gentlemen. Nice to have that kind of productivity in your lineup. Keep it flowing.
Trumbo extending his hitting streak to 12 games with a double back in the first inning, driving in a couple of runs. Kyle trying to pick up a base hit, extend his to 13 games.
Looking forward. Trumbo got a chance to play a very big role with this club. And ahead to next year, that pitch outside, 2-2. Ooh, good pitch by Holland. Full Seager. One away here in the third. It's Derek's first strikeout.
And he picks it up on his slider. That's his best pitch. Throws it off the plate away. He has done that a lot since coming back from the disabled list. Slider out of the strike zone. Whip percentage at 61%. That's the best since August 19th when he was activated. Kershaw and Richards are right behind him.
There's Cruz, base hit to center first time up. Looks for the strike. Heard his quad scoring. He'll play last week on the road. Just the last few days. Great to have him back. High fly ball, deep right center field, staying in the yard for Chu. Two outs will bring up Robinson Cano. Hey fans, King Felix wants you on his team next year, so join the club as a 2016 Mariners season ticket holder. For full season or 20-game plan, you can guarantee your seat to catch the all-star pitcher of the Mariners Safeco Field next season. For more info, go to mariners.com/16. Robinson Cano. Double first time up, was on first pitch. Doubled into the left field corner, extended his hitting streak to 4 ball games. One pitch. Foul.
Cano probably hit one of the more impressive home runs I've seen this year. Diekman, the left-handed reliever for the Rangers, is about 6'6", 6'7", and was throwing 100 miles an hour. Threw him a fastball on the inside corner, and he turned it around. Hit it out to right center. His 15th home run on the year.
There's some serious gas from Diekman.
And he has that arm angle too, where he kind of drops down a little bit on the left-handers and be tough on lefties. And for him, it was a good pitch. I guarantee if you look at the replay, he's tipping his hat because it was 98 on the inside corner.
2-2. Struck him out. Good inning for Holland. Strikeout and an easy fly ball. 1-2-3 in the third. 2-0 Mariners on the 2-run double by Trumbo in the first. The first inning as we take a look at our Delta Airlines keep climbing standings. American League West, Astros holding off the Rangers. Astros won last night. Rangers lost here. So 2-game edge right now for Houston with the Angels trying to hang in. The Mariners need a miracle to get going, but hey, stranger things have happened. As you look at the wild card chase, the Mariners sit 7 games behind Texas, Minnesota, LA, Cleveland, Tampa, Baltimore all in front. Fourth inning. Second time up here for Beltre. High towering fly to medium left field to end the first inning. Ball and strike. Beltre, Moreland, and Odor 4, 5, and 6 here in the 4th inning. Just outside the box. 2-1.
Felix thought it was a strike. Pretty good changeup. Pretty good job by Beltre to lay off of it. And a good slider on the outside corner.
2-2 to Beltre, leading off the 4th. Felix trying to win his 3rd consecutive game. Last 2 starts, he beat Oakland here and Oakland there. 8 innings in both outings. 2-2. High pitch tomahawk, right center field, deep on the track, making the catch. Seth Smith on away. One out here in the 4th brings up Mitch Moreland. Only because they're friends. It's the only reason you see Beltre smiling after a fly out of 9 in your scorecard.
And Felix showing him where the dugout is. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Moreland hit a double first time up in the 2nd inning. Montero had it locked up, and then it took just a vicious, almost a face-altering bounce down the right field line. Jesus was able to get the old grill out of the way. Jesus at first today. Lefty Holland on the mound. 2-1. Messed up his timing. Big way. 2-2.
49 pitches, 30 strikes. Felix looks like he has a really good changeup today. His fastball command has been excellent. Going back and forth with his curveball.
Strike 3 called. Moreland didn't like it. 3rd K for Felix. 2 down here in the 4th. Sunday is Plastics Recycling Day here at Safeco Field, presented by Plastics Make It Possible. If you stop by section 128 and recycle your plastic bottle and cap in exchange, you're going to receive a free t-shirt made from recycled plastics. Get them while supplies last.
3 strikeouts in the game for Felix. That gets him to 170 again. Trying to get to 200 innings and 200 strikeouts. I don't think the innings will be a problem. He had 175 at the start of today. 30 more strikeouts to go for him.
Odor was his first strikeout victim. That was back in the 2nd inning. Drops in that pitch to go ahead 0-2.
That was one of his better curveballs.
The crescendo is building for that strikeout, and they gave him what they wanted. Strikes out Moreland and Odor. 4 Ks on the day for the King, and always with a little exclamation point. The 2 buddies going hard after each other. Get to the dugout, says Felix. It's over there. Got a little jumbo action from Mr. Trumbo last night. Went out and got it. Good looking swing. 13th home run. His 12th home run that he hit last night. Pretty doggone strong to go out.
That was on a changeup.
Right. Go out and get it and turn it loose that way.
The key to it all is something that we've seen from him, and that is he was able to keep his head in there. So many times on that changeup, you'll pull off of it more than anything because of timing, but he was able to keep his head in there in full extension.
Trumbo, Smith, and Montero 5, 6, and 7 here in the 4th inning against Derek Holland, who struck out 2, walked 1. Gave up 2 runs on 3 hits in the 1st inning. Trumbo a 2-run double down the right field line. Venable. Couple steps to his left. 1 out. This is what we were talking about last time Smitty was up. He took a swing and looked like he had fouled the ball off. It dropped down behind home plate, then rolled up on the plate, fair territory, and picked it up, tagged himself. Go for the downs, young man. Go for the downs.
One of the things that you can see, I think it was on the second replay that we showed on it, is, of course, right before the field was ready to play, they water it down, and it looked like the ball sunk into the ground, which killed it. At this point, if he hits it the same way, it probably ends up staying foul.
Smitty trying to break it 0 for 9 here. Mariners lead 2-0, bottom 4. Is behind 0-2. Now 2 for 5 against Holland. Odor can't get it. Base hit. Say goodbye to the 0 for 9. Base hit. First Mariner hit since the Trumbo 2-run double in the 1st inning. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Colorado comes to town, 3-game series. Then the Angels. Travel day next Thursday, and then off to see Texas for the final time, and that'll be a road trip with the day off on a Monday in KC. 3 games in KC and then 3 in Anaheim. Then we come home for the final week of the season, Houston and Oakland. There's Montero. At all. Hard ground ball. Beltre threw him out. This one a gapper. Smith to third. Montero with a big turn. He'll hold it first. The Mariners with 1 out have runners at the corners. 3rd hit for Montero on the homestand.
And we'll take a look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo. And that's the changeup from Holland, 85 miles an hour. Good hitting by Montero right on the outside corner as he drives it in the right center gap.
So 1 out. Runners at the corners for Sucre, who walked in a 3-1 pitch in the 2nd inning. Anderson, Odor, double play depth. Beltre backing up as well. Sucre takes a strike. There's your double play. That'll do it for the Mariners in the 4th. 2-0. Felix and the Mariners here at Safeco Field. Afternoon. He's got 4 strikeouts through the first 4 innings. Walked 2, giving up just 1 hit. And very effective as he makes his way, trying to win his 3rd consecutive game, trying to go 17-8. And if he gets a win here, tie Dallas Keuchel for the most wins in the American League. Jake Arrieta leads the majors. The Cubs right-hander has 18 victories. Elvis Andrus going to lead off here in the 5th, followed by Joey Gallo and Bobby Wilson, 7, 8, 9 here against the King.
And you can see Felix with the 4 strikeouts. That gives him 171 on the year, trying to get to 200.
Ball on. Andrus grounded out to short his first at bat.
Felix has faced 16 batters, 11 first pitch strikes.
Two-0. Ran. On deck hitter is Joey Gallo. Three balls, 1 strike. Andrus didn't like that call by Bruce Treckman. Didn't have a case. Three-1. And walked it. 3rd walk issued by Felix. It is now time for you to tweet your strongest fan photo. Use hashtag RTNW DataStrongFan. And you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile. 3 walks today by Felix. Last time he did that was against Boston, 15th of August, and we try to forget that game. That was the final. Mariners scored 10 runs in that ball game, but gave up 22. That was a tough go. 2 1/3 innings, 12 hits, 10 runs, all earned.
And that was back-to-back tough games.
Mm-hmm. Strike 1 to Gallo. It's only the 2nd time all season Felix has given up 3 walks. Oh, that had some heat on it.
Staying with the fastball to Gallo. 3 pitches, 3 fastballs, all of them on the outside corner. One of them just down a little bit.
4 strikeouts. They want 5. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. Swung on and missed. Throw to second. Andrus out. Strike him out. Throw him out. Double play.
Yeah, he's saying his hand came off the bag. It looked as if Andrus beat it. Strong throw by Sucre. Looked like Tom Hallion said his hand actually came off the base. He clearly beats it. Keep an eye on his hand and see if it comes off the base.
There it is right there. Yep, got him. Oh, yeah, he just got the finger back, but by the time the tag was on him, they're going to take a look at it.
They're going to take a look at it. It's hard to tell if his hand stayed on the back side of the base, though.
Hand is in. It's off. The wrist still there.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
This might be our best look right here. His hand will go over the top of the base.
You maintain. Looks like it's off for a moment. You lose sight of it there in the shadow.
We'll Tom Hallion, he pointed and he said he made the call because his hand came off the base. And the good news for the Mariners is he was called out. So we'll see what they come up with.
The review yesterday went a little bit over 3 minutes. Hopefully this will be quicker. Strikeout was number 5 for Felix. Well, it looks like he was reaching back after it came off the bag.
And it looked as if Marte kept the tag on him. It's something I talked to Chris Woodward about, it was probably 3 weeks ago, and asking him if he's teaching these guys and telling them to keep the tag on throughout the play.
Sure.
Because of this replay now. And he said he has. There he loses contact with him. Let's see if he loses contact when his hand comes off the base, because if that's the case, we might have an argument, because he definitely put his fingers back on top of it.
See what the boys back in New York have to say. A long look. Here we go. Out. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Andrews, he's out. Caught for the 8th time this season. Call confirmed. There you go.
54%, very good.
Two outs. There's Bobby Wilson. 2:31, 2 minutes 31 seconds on that replay. On a 1 to Wilson. Outfield shallow. O'Malley center fielder in left center. Breaking ball up high. Base hit. Trumbo will get it back in. Second hit today for the Rangers. First one, a double by Moreland leading off the second. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Their social day out in the pen. Couldn't ask for better weather day. Wind picking up a little bit more, blowing left to right. Will Venable.
His third at bat. Grounded out the short. Tried to bunt his way on his last time up, but Felix was able to make the play.
Graduated from Princeton University with a degree in anthropology. Basketball and baseball star there.
And with 2 outs, Montero playing behind the runner at first. You see Wilson not a threat to run.
Foul ball. Phillies with 2 outs, runner at first, and a 1-2 count to Venable. Try to put a lock on this 5th inning. One-two pitch. Father Max with the Mariners Bakersfield Club, one of the coaches. Here's 1-2. Got him. That's a good pitch by Phillips. That's a pitcher's pitch. He's got a half dozen strikeouts through 5 in a 2-0 lead.
Coverage just over a week away. Terrific game to get things kicked off in 2015. Montana State and Cheney on the Inferno turf taking on Eastern Washington a year ago. These teams played a game into the 50s. It was won in the final seconds. Terrific stuff. We hope you'll join us for that next week right here on Root Sports. Back to Dave and Mike.
Tom, we look forward to your calls on those games. Thank you very much. Sean O'Malley leading off. 1-0 pitch. Chu comes in to make the play. 1 out. Top of the order, Ketel Marte 0 for 2 with a ground out to short and a fly to center.
Well, the good news for the Mariners is Trumbo was able to come up with a big base hit in the first inning, a double to drive in the 2 runs for the Mariners because Holland, who had really been pitching well, looks like he's starting to settle in.
Breaking ball, strike 1. 2 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. Mariners don't get another hit until they get 2 in the 4th. Spot here for Marte. 2-1. 1 out with Seager on deck. Three and 1. There's Kyle. He's 0 for 2. Got a base runner. 1 out base runner here for Seager. Second walk issued by Holland. Make sure you keep your eye on the bus. Follow us from a safe distance on Twitter at Sound Transit. Kyle a pop to Beltran, a strikeout. 0 for 2.
Looking to extend his hitting streak to 13 games.
7 career hits against Holland. 7 for 29. Well out of play. Limited schedule Major League Baseball today. 8 games. One other game in progress right now. San Diego 2-1 over Colorado, top of the 5th. 1-1. Big series starts tonight. Toronto at New York. Jays with a 1.5 lead over the Yankees. 4-game series. David Price against Severino tonight. Rangers go home. They'll face Oakland for the weekend. Then they have a 4-game set beginning Monday with the Astros at home. Ground ball to Odor. Bobbles! And everybody's safe. There's a break. You need 4.
And take a look at it. That's 2 days in a row. Odor mishandling what looked like it was going to be a double play ball. Montero hit one to him last night. He kicked it, was able to recover and at least get it out, but the Mariners picked up a run. Just an easy 2-hopper.
Yep.
Drops it on the exchange.
Led to the first inning run last night. Now a chance to do some damage here with Cruz, Cano, and Trumbo coming up. 1 out, 2 on.
Nelson 1 for 2, had a base hit in the first inning and scored a run. See what he's done against his former team, the Rangers, on the year. A .420 batting average.
Riley hit it hard down the right field line and foul. One of the treats we've had in watching him all year. Pole to pole power.
Last pitch 94 miles an hour on the outside corner, trying to go with the pitch.
Throws it away. Marte gets up. Seager had to play in front of him. He moves up as well. So runners at second and third, 1 out, and an 0-1 pitch coming to Cruz.
Another error. 3 errors in the game for the Rangers. Trying the pickoff move. It's a timing play. And just a 4th throw from Holland. Mike Maddox, pitching coach, going to make a trip out to the mound. It's interesting because last night after the ball game, Dave, I was listening to Lloyd McClendon doing his thing. And the question was asked of him, Kyle Seager, and he's been really hot lately. You know, what do you think about Kyle? And he said, I think that some of it is that Kyle obviously is locked in, but the other part of it, the speed of Marte at the top of the order and O'Malley, number 9. As you move through the game, those 2 guys getting on base. And you could see Holland spending so much time when Marte was at first, and then right there trying to pick him off at second. And typically what happens is they lose focus on what they're doing, and you might get a few more pitches in the middle of the plate, probably get a few more fastballs because of their speed. And both of them with really good on-base percentages, so they're out there a lot.
Thrown in infield. Pitch outside, 1-1 to Cruz.
I thought that was an interesting point.
Boy, that's good stuff. 1 out. Second and third, 2-0 Mariners. 1-1 pitch. Two and 1. Cruz with an opportunity to do something big here. Two-one pitch. A little late. 2-2.
We'll take a look at the last three pitches. They're all fastballs off the plate away. This one at 95 miles an hour. Almost looks as if Holland fine with pitching around him at this point with the runners moving up, first base open.
And a lefty Cano coming up. 2-2.
Out there again. That one elevated. Cano's been a hot hitter. He doubled off of Holland in the first inning.
Got Holland up against the ropes here. 2-2 pitch. He's covering that outside pitch.
Well, it's off the plate away. Again, elevated. His best fastball at 96. You can see Bobby Wilson on all those pitches set up well off the plate away. Now he's going to make a trip out to the mound.
Texas in the thick of things, every pitch critical. Holland set. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Wilson throws to first. For Holland, that's his third strikeout.
And after all those fastballs away, he came back with his best pitch, which is a slider, and just buried it in the dirt.
Leave it up to Cano to try to pick up these 2 runs here.
Robinson 1 for 2, a double, and scored a run.
First inning, the double came on the first pitch. Doubled it into the left field corner. Up the middle of Odor. And that threat dies right there. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, 2 left. We've played 5. Mariners lead 2-0. Down the right field line in the first inning on a 1-0 pitch. It scores 2. That's the difference in a ball game right now. Felix against Derek Holland. Good pitching matchup. And then a throwing error by Chu allows Trumbo to advance to third. Rangers have committed 3 errors. One you just saw there, Chu in the first, and then Holland and Odor in the 5th.
Trumbo really having a good series.
Isn't he? Ooh. Trumbo in left field today. Shin-Soo Choo to lead it off. Prince fielder Adrian Beltre to follow. Choo today, a ground out to second and a strikeout. Felix 6 Ks, 3 walks today. 3 walks ties his season most. Last time on the 15th of August at Boston. He's ahead of Choo. 0-2 like he was back in the 3rd. He got him to swing and miss. Rangers have stranded 4 runners this afternoon. Mariners 5. Oh, it took a hop on him. Base hit. Like he was in pretty good shape. Base hit for Choo, just the 3rd Texas hit.
Looked like it hit right off the lip of the grass and went straight up in the air. Bring up Prince Fielder. The Mariners will put the shift on with Fielder hitting.
Walk and a fly to center thus far for Fielder. Ball 1 to Prince. First double play opportunity. The old 5-6-3 double play. Second double play today turned by the Mariners.
Again, another well-located fastball in the outside corner, had some run to it. Fielder rolling over the top of it, so the shift working out for the Mariners right there.
Brings up Beltre, fly to left, fly to right. Tune up. Beltre starting the day at .268 hitter against Felix. He's 0 for 2 today. Felix behind 3-0. That's a 4-pitch walk. 4th walk issued by Felix today. It's the most he's thrown in a ball game this season. Moreland the hitter, double and a strikeout looking. Part of Beltre and wait to look at those pitches.
Everything down off the plate away.
Yep. Felix wanted Dreckman to check with Bolino. double and a home run in this series for Moreland. Good pitch. 1-2.
Didn't get the call on the check swing the pitch before, but able to get it right there. Good curveball from Felix at 82 miles an hour, down out of the strike zone.
Six strikeouts, 4 walks today for Felix. No runs, 3 hits. 2 outs and 1 on. Long hold. Two to Moreland. Swing and a miss. Got him. That's a big K. His 7th of the afternoon. Keeps this a 2-0 ball game here at Safeco Field. The next Coors Light Silver Bullet Saturday is coming up this weekend. So it's 400 fans 21 and older in the pen. During early happy hour, receive a Silver Bullet Saturday t-shirt and extended happy hour pricing until first pitch. Plus, fans will have the opportunity to win a custom Coors Light refrigerator, tickets, and so much more. Leading off for the Mariners here in the home 6th is Mark Trumbo. He's responsible for the 2 runs in this ball game. 1-0 pitch, couple of men aboard in the first. Doubled down the right field line. Holland has struck out 3, walked 2 today. Trumbo, Smith, and Montero 5, 6, and 7 for the Mariners. Not want Trumbo to extend those arms.
The way he's been swinging the bat, I would assume he has the 3-0 green light if he wants to take a hack at a fastball right here.
Long run here by the center fielder Venable, and he makes the play. No, he doesn't. It looked like he had it. Here's Odor throwing back. They got a chance to get him, and that gets away. Now Trumbo's going to go to second. Oh boy, look out. And they got him. Man, oh man.
That was a strange 3-0 play. Went right back inside with the fastball, jammed him a little bit, but it was a big swing, and you can see Venable trying to make the catch. At first it appeared that he had.
Ooh, yeah.
He was there to make it, just missed it.
Never seen him miss one like that before.
No.
But right past his glove. He was in great shape. But here's what Mark's watching a play. And now I know I'm in trouble. Ball gets away. Figured, why not? Let's be aggressive. And uh-oh. Boy, I needed a soundtrack for that play. So a single and put out 2-5. Wow. Seth Smith base hit his last time up. Base hit the center. Good pitch by Holland. 0-2. He's gassed on top of everything. Man, oh man. 0-2.
Good job by Bobby Wilson, the catcher, to back up the play. Thought it had a chance to go in the camera well for another error for the Rangers, but it looked like it hit the padding right in front of the well.
Crowded him. 2-2. Full count. Came out. Holland, good pitch. He gets Smith. Fourth strikeout. 2 away here in the 6th.
One of the better fastballs we've seen from him. 95 elevated as you take a look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo and the swing by Seth.
Could not catch up. Brings up Montero, 1 for 2.
Montero had a base hit to right center his last time up. Was on a changeup.
Way foul. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. 5 strikeouts for Holland. 2-0 Mariners as we move to the 7th inning. And the most popular way to follow the action of Mariners baseball is with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy live look-ins, highlights, replay reviews, scores, statcasts, live radio broadcast, and more. Get the MLB.com at bat. Get that app right now. Felix with 7 strikeouts, 4 walks. Spoke incorrectly earlier. His season high for most walks is 5. He's at 4 right now. Logan Morrison taking over at first base for Montero. Made the final out of the 6th inning. Strike 1 to Rougned Odor. Odor, a couple strikeouts today.
Felix has done a really good job working ahead of the hitters today. 24 batters faced, 17 first pitch strikes. 86 pitches, 52 strikes for Felix.
Break ball, chop foul. Odor, Anderson, Gallo, 6, 7, and 8 coming up here in the 7th inning. Limited in numbers, spirited nonetheless. Felix trying to win his 3rd consecutive ball game and trying to beat Rangers for the 4th time this season. Up and in. Calling card, 2-2.
And he's looking for his 8th strikeout.
No runs and 3 hits for the Rangers. They've committed 3 errors. Left 5 men on. Full count. It's not what they were looking for.
That was a great reaction.
They're gonna ring him up. Payoff here to Odor. Got him this time. Strikeout number 8.
And it looks like it's a changeup. It is. There's the circle change. Great look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo. Still amazing. That changeup at 90 miles an hour.
It's the 3rd time he's got Odor today. Struck out Moreland twice. Gallo once. Chu and Venable once. Strike 1, Elvis Andrus. Ground out to short and a walk. Back end of a strike him out, throw him out, double play in the 5th inning. Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch. Went with the curveball that time.
Didn't get the call. A lot off of that to get ahead, 1-2. Nine's a nice number. See if he can get it here. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on.
Seen him do that quite a bit today when he gets ahead of the hitters. Elevated fastball. He's topped out at 95 so far today. The last fastball at 93, top of the strike zone.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Gonna hang up in the air for Trumbo coming in. Next team in, the Colorado Rockies. Mariners took 2 out of 3 from them back in Denver in early August. Here's your CenturyLink What's Next pitching matchups. Chad Bettis against Tacoma. Elias goes against Flande. Kyle Kendrick, the one-time Philly and Oregon native. Still waiting to find out who Lloyd McClendon will go with on Sunday. Early indications might be James Paxton. Gallo line drive. Trumbo got a late start, makes the catch. A 1-2-3 7th time to stretch here at Safeco Field. The King has a 2-0 game working. Stretching your mind as you consider how a Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list. Play today. Good luck. Outside the Seattle Art Museum, First Avenue. Here in Seattle, just a glorious day. 69 degrees, light breeze, a lot of sunshine, blue sky, and the King on the mound in a 2-0 lead. Pretty good day. Jesus Sucre to lead off here in the 7th, followed by Sean O'Malley and Ketel Marte, 8-9-1. Two-0 pitch. Driven deep to right center field. Two can't get it. One hop into the stands for a ground rule double for Jesus Sucre. A leadoff double here in the 7th. Suki's 4th double of the season.
He's able to get ahead in the count. Gets a fastball 94 miles an hour. Holland will elevate it for him. Out over the plate. Gets the barrel to it. Chu was really playing shallow in right field.
He'd take advantage of that situation. Ahead in the count like that.
At this level, you have to. Beltre in at third, expecting the bunt.
Good bunt. Moreland. Late turn. They do get O'Malley. Job well done. Sean O'Malley. Sacrifice to get Sucre to third with one out. Good execution.
Great execution. And showing the speed. If Moreland hadn't turned as quickly as he had, he might have beat it out. Take a look at it. Take a look at third. Turn quick and fire it to first. Get him by a step.
Outstanding work.
Yes. Now the Rangers will keep their infield in.
Unless there's something extraordinary happens. He is a favorite, O'Malley, to make this ball club next year.
Rick Riz was asking me that on the pregame show over on the radio side of things. I said, I don't know where he's going to play, but I think he's going to be on this club. He has done everything extremely well. And I think the coaching staff certainly appreciates that.
And again, had it not been for a wrist injury, right around the time Willie Bloomquist got hurt earlier in the year in early June, Malley got hurt too, and they were going to call him up at that point.
Sam Dyson getting loose, hard throwing right-hander, being the mid to upper 90s with some pretty good sink to it.
On in infield, 1-1 pitch to Marte, squeeze, and it's a foul ball.
Really tough pitch to bunt. 95 miles an hour in off the plate. You can see him trying to get to it.
Side squeezes.
Sucre
was on the move.
You bet.
Ball and 2 strikes. Hunter at third, 1 out. 2-2. You've seen the Mariners pulled off a successful squeeze this year. I don't believe they have.
I don't think so.
And I think that might only be the first attempt. 2 tops.
Suicide for sure.
Yeah. 2-2. Suicide squeeze, safety squeeze.
Well, we just saw the suicide squeeze. It was a great shot. You could see as Holland was starting his motion towards home, Sucre broke to home plate. Sometimes you go with a safety squeeze and the runner will just get a secondary lead, wait to see if the ball is put down. If it is a good bunt in play, then he'll take off to home. And the suicide squeeze right there, you saw Marte able to foul it off. If he bunts through it, that's the reason why they call it a suicide squeeze, because the runner is out easily at home. It's not a play you see much in the game today. Most managers would rather go with the safety squeeze, but to do that you have to have a pretty good runner at third base.
Big run trying to get it home. 2-2 pitch. And he gets the job done. Base hit center field to Tel Marte. 3-0 Mariners. That's his 9th RBI, and Sucre, a lot of high fives for getting it started on a ground rule double on a 2-0 fastball.
And a really good at bat again by Marte. Holland tried to pitch him inside the entire time, and finally gets a fastball out over the plate, hits it hard. A little bit of fire right there too when he slammed his bat down. I like that. He was up there competing. Really wanted to get the job done.
Good job for Jesus. The ball's hit, smoked. Elvis just turned and looked at it. He wouldn't have got it had he been playing normal position. Might as well keep it going. 1 out, 1 on. Here's Seager. 0 for 3. Seager's done a good job against Texas pitching this season and throughout his career.
Yeah, nobody throwing in the bullpen for the Mariners. Felix now, I think, at 98 pitches.
And add to this number here. Those home runs by lefty hitters against lefty pitchers. Seager, a career .332 hitter against Texas pitching. Here comes Chu. 2 away. Bring your little leaguers to see the big leaguers at Safeco Field. And while you're here, make sure to stop by the Seattle Children's Playfield located in center field. There's fun to be had for the whole family when you join us at the ballpark for Mariners baseball. Nelson Cruz, the hitter, 1 for 3. Got a 2-out single in the first. Cano followed with a double. And Trumbo was next, and he doubled in 2 runs. where the score stayed till this inning. Cruz, deep drive right field. Chu's gonna watch it lead. Gone. Boomstick, baby. Welcome back, Nelson Cruz. Two-run homer, and the Mariners have extended to a 5-0 lead. First homer since the 26th of August against Oakland. For Cruz, home run number 40, RBIs 83, 84.
40 home runs matches his total from last year, and he still has 3 weeks to improve on that.
One behind Chris Davis for the American League lead. Makes the difference having a big man back.
Aggressive first pitch fastball in the outside corner. Drives it into the seats out and right.
That put a buzz into this crowd of 16,842. One to Robbie. Nelson Cruz, home run number 40, back-to-back years with 40 home runs with 2 different ball clubs. And yep, his day's made. He got number 40. Fourth player in Mariners history with a 40 home run season. Griffey, Rodriguez, and Buhner. That guy had an opportunity if he had used maybe both hands. 1-2. Up the middle. Almost totally through the 5-hole as Holland will throw him out. Cano's retired. But a highlight of the inning. A couple of them. Sucre leadoff double. The bunt by O'Malley. RBI by Marte. And the big blow. A 2-run shot by Cruz and a 5-0 Mariners lead. Brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And by Jack in a Box. If the Mariners win, mention Mariners for a free Jumbo Jack with purchase tomorrow at Jack in a Box. The King now has a 5-0 lead. Very productive 7th. Bobby Wilson leads off. It's out in front 0-2. Bobby with a base hit to left. His last time up is 1 for 2.
Next pitch will be 100 for Felix. Good job working ahead of the hitters. 27 batters faced, 20 first pitch strikes for Felix.
Fly ball right field. Seth Smith on the case. One away. Time now for a T-Mobile Data strong fan photo of the game. Dave and company at the ballpark having a good time, and thanks for your submission there. Nice picture. And Oktoberfest is, what's that, 20 days away, 21 days away. They're ready to rock and roll. Top the order for Texas Rangers, Will Venable. 0 for 3. Felix with 8 strikeouts. He's walked 4. Giving up no runs on 3 hits. Cano's there. There's the Lomo. It's 2 outs.
Just 5 pitches so far in the inning for Felix.
3 hits scattered. Second inning double by Moreland. Got a 5th inning base hit by Bobby Wilson. And a 6th inning single by Chu. And here's Chu right now with 2 outs, nobody on. A lot to like about that Mariners 7th. Suki ahead in the count 2-0. A double, ground rule double. O'Malley gets the bunt down. Marte can't get the suicide squeeze down, but gets a base hit after Seager flies out the 2-run homer.
No, you're absolutely right. And the thing I like about it is Sucre taking advantage of the 2-0 count, gets a fastball up, out over the plate, goes the other way to pick up the double. O'Malley gets the bunt down on the first pitch, and a really good bunt at that. You mentioned Marte. They put the squeeze on, pitch that was in off the plate at 95 miles an hour, fouled it off, was able to get a piece of it. Tom Wilhelmsen starting to throw out in the bullpen. And Lloyd McClendon now heading out to the mound. I think he's just going to make sure that Felix is okay. Tom just starting to get loose. But then, as you mentioned, Marte fighting his way through, fouling off a number of pitches, getting that base hit, and then Cruz jumping on a first pitch fastball. So a lot of good things happening there.
Marte showed a lot, right? 2-2, fouled off about, what, 3 pitches?
Yeah.
Just a quick look-see by Lloyd. You okay? Want to see it in his eyes, hear it in his voice. What do you got?
Danny Farquhar has joined Tom Wilhelmsen in the pen.
Back with a strike to Chu. 2 outs, nobody on here in the 8th. Nothing lead for the Mariners. They banged out 9 hits. Felix back with another strike. He's even at 2-2. No doubt will conclude his day's work. Why not punch out with strikeout number 9? Two pitch. Full count. Shin-Soo Choo with Prince Fielder on deck. Felix looking to improve to 4-0 against the Rangers this season. Payoff pitch here to Choo. Seager taking a look. He might have room. He does. Makes the play. He helped the Iwakuma Nono with a play in that same neighborhood. 8 really good innings by Felix Hernandez. The Mariners lead 5-0. Sunday when the Mariners host the Rockies at 1:10. First 10,000 fans, 21 and over. We're going to take home a stylish blue and yellow Mariners cap courtesy of EQC. So visit Mariners.com today for your tickets. A lot of good performances today by your Seattle Mariners. King on the mound, 8 strong innings, 3-hit shutout ball. Nelson Cruz, a 2-run homer, first game back after about a week's absence. Anthony Bass taking over, second pitcher today for the Texas Rangers, on in relief of Derek Holland.
30 appearances, a 4.60 ERA, 43 strikeouts, 18 walks, and 60 2/3.
His first batter is Mark Trumbo. Nelson Cruz with that home run, his 40th, fourth Mariner, a 40 home run season, and the 7th big leaguer to go back-to-back 40 season homers with different clubs. Last guy to do it was Jim Thome, the 0-2 Indians and the 0-3 Phillies.
Mark Trumbo, a couple of hits today, including a double, drove in 2 runs.
He's really rolling. Pops this one up. 4 for 4 last night. Drove in 2 runs here today. Odor makes the play.
Saw Felix in the dugout, shirt untucked, so his day is done. Tom Wilhelmsen continues to throw in the pen for the Mariners. Seth Smith 1 for 3 today. There's Tom. And for Derek Holland, 7 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. A couple of walks, 5 strikeouts. He threw 100 pitches.
All fielded by Chris Woodward, first base coach. Smitty today 1 for 3, got a base hit to center field in the 4th inning. Happy kids, happy families over there. One out and an 0-2 pitch is Smith. Logan Morrison's on deck. Swing and a miss. Seth is gone. 2 outs. Tomorrow here on Root Sports, we have another high school football game of the week brought to you by Acura of Bellevue. Tune in to see the Timberline Blazers battle the Tumwater Thunderbirds at 10:30 p.m. Pacific time. Don't miss your favorite local teams in action this season right here on Root Sports. First time today, Logan Morris. Strike 1. 226 batter with 16 home runs and 50 runs batted in.
Came into the game for defense for Montero, who started at first base.
Almost started in Tuesday's 9-6 Texas. When he went 1 for 4 with a ground rule double in the 7th. One and 2. Bobby Wilson holds on to that foul tip. 1-2-3 inning for Bass in the 8th. To the 9th we go. It'll be fielder Beltre and Moreland, but with the bartender coming on for closing time. 5-0 Mariners.
Continuing his domination of the Rangers this season, coming your way on our Mariners postgame show presented by Delta Airlines. Reaction from the M's clubhouse, the skipper Lloyd McClendon, Bill's keys to the game, and we'll preview the interleague matchup getting underway tomorrow right here at Safeco Field against the Colorado Rockies. Well done, number 34, as we send it upstairs to Dave and Mike.
Thank you, Tab. Fine performance.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
No, you're absolutely right. Great performance by Felix today. 8 innings, just 3 hits. Did not give up a run. 4 walks. Not used to seeing that from Felix, but he comes right back with 8 strikeouts. 109 pitches for Felix. Constantly working ahead of hitters today. A lot of first pitch strikes from him. Really good outing. Tom Wilhelmsen pitch here in the 9th inning. Tom with a good fastball lately. He's been 97 miles an hour. It's not a save opportunity for him, but he's really pitched well as of late.
Sean O'Malley moves from center field to left field. Mark Trumbo out of the game, and taking over in center field, James Jones. Fielder lines one right field, right at Seth Smith, one away. I'll bring up Adrian Beltre. Trail for 2 with a walk. There's 2 runs in the first, 3 in the 7th. Hanging up, long run for Smith. It is a foul ball.
Really good fastball from Tom. 96 miles an hour.
Oh, 2. Turned on this one, and look out. nobody on here in the ninth. It has been a good Seattle afternoon in the sunshine. 8 innings of shutout baseball by Felix Hernandez. Two to Beltran outside. 2-2. Tom ready with the 2-2.
Really trying to keep the ball away from him. See that third pitch, that was even a breaking ball, just missed the spot with it.
Two pitch. Fouled off again. Full count. Here comes a 3-2. Batting tagged by Sucre. And that'll do it. That was pitch number 9 by Will Hudson. 2 down.
Well, Beltran in swing mode, and Tom comes right back. 90 miles an hour. You can see it. Pretty good slider. Nice job by Sucre to keep it in front of him.
Mitch Moreland. A hitter now for Texas. 2 outs, nobody on. Mariners lead 5-0. Top 9. Here's the 1-0. In the left center field. O'Malley will get it back in. Base hit for Mitch Moreland. His second today. Third of the series.
It's a pretty good fastball in the outside corner. 97 miles an hour. Just goes with it. Solid line drive into left center field. Good play by O'Malley to cut it off in the gap.
Ryan Strasburger is going to run for him. Two out, 1 on, brings up Rougned Odor. Felix struck him out 3 times, all swinging. Oh, did that hit him? I believe it did. Yep.
.97-mile-an-hour fastball. They hit him on the heel of his shoe.
Odor got hit by a pitch in the 6th inning on Tuesday. Knocked down a few other times.
Quick visit from Rick Waits, pitching coach for the Mariners.
brings up Elvis Andrus, 0 for 2 with a walk.
Got caught stealing in the 5th inning. Back into a strike him out, throw him out, double play. High ball right field. This will do it. Seth Smith with the catch. Mariners win it 5-0. Get a split with the Texas Rangers as Felix wins his 3rd consecutive ball game, going to 17-8. Now tied with Dallas Keuchel.
Welcome back, Nelson Cruz, his 40th home run on the year.
Cruz with his 40th. The Mariners now 10-6 against the Rangers. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines starts in 90 seconds with Angie and Bill.